Well, hello there, YouTube, and welcome to this beautiful 45-degree Tuesday, the 23rd of January. This looks kind of promising, although I think it's supposed to rain all day. But wow, what a surprise. I'm liking it. Holy moly. All right, let's head on down to the workstead. Yo, come on along. Well, mama, it's 51 degrees. I would say mostly sunny on the way here.
That's fine.
Had the sunshades down and everything.
And then it rained.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. It's a weird drive. But like springtime, you know, that very unpredictable weather.
Yep.
Well, mama,
Yes, it will.
it's back to the old grind again.
Yes, it is.
Back to the norm.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you as the day goes on.
I hope you do too.
All right, mama. Love you. See you. Bye.
I love you.
Bye now.
Bye.
So, I'm sitting there BSing with Tim in there about this police bike and some other stuff. Oh, oh, there it goes. And it was clear out here. Now it's starting to rain. Let's see where he's gonna go. Anyway, it had the only active code was for the windshield. I just had to resync that, recalibrate it as it goes. And but had to deal with his exhaust flapper valve and went through all the test procedures, and I can activate it. You know, you can do activations on things, you know, just cycle and make them work. And yeah, I can't get it. And you know, if something happens while you're actuating it, it'll throw a code. Doesn't do anything. So I reset. When I fired it up and rolled it up on my bench, it was stumbly, and as he said, that, you know, sometimes it's hard to start, and then when it starts, it struggles. And oh yeah, it wasn't running good. So I reset, did the throttle body sync, which is done electrically. Reset the adaptive fuel values, all the things that you can set and reset, recalibrate, and all that stuff related to the fuel system. And you know, codes went away, never came back. And you got to let it get to 160 degrees. And I think that's Celsius. I don't remember which. But anyway, I let it run till it has a couple of fan cycles. You need to do that for the adaptive fuel values and the throttle body sync. Anyway, here we are. We're out riding it. I think he had some of that fancy, I think something to do with sirens or whatever. And that thing on the top of the dash, that's new. That radio and the little, what is that thing, a hippopotamus or whatever? That thing's been on there for a long time. It's cool when they come back and, you know, they've had some radio work and stuff done to them. See the things that change, stuff that we don't see. There's a different company that deals with all that. But so, you know, yesterday's discussion was I was gonna order the Tech cam and the DNA filter kit from Tech Motorcycle Parts, and they didn't have the air filter, and they had one cam left. Whenever you see one, it's one of two things. Either it's actually not there, or it's one that has been returned or something. There's always something. It's always something funky about one being left, you know. So I passed on the whole thing, and I did some research. I was telling you guys, you know, I can't find anything on the Tech cam. But I'm telling you right now, there's two things. You know, it looks, I know, looking at something, and Hitchcock gives you actually the specs, you know, the lift, duration, everything on the cams, but Tech Motorcycle Parts does not give you those specs. They give you a dyno sheet, and Hitchcock's does not give you the dyno, but they give you the cam specs. So it's like, are you getting half the information on one, half on the other? And thank you guys for the response. And some guys that bought one here in the States from oh geez, it's in Iowa. I'm sorry, I forget the name. Marnie, Iowa, or something like that. There's a YouTube guy that rides a bunch of their bikes out of there and stuff. He's got a Himalayan, and I think he's got a classic 350 as well. But he does a lot of reviews in there. Actually, the only thing you can find on the Kent Cam for the Himalayans is him doing a video showing the ones for the 650s and in the Himalayan. I think they had some S&S cams or something there for the 650s as well. But at any rate, so I am convinced, because we know about Kent Cams, but Tech Motorcycle Parts says that, you know, this cam is from a trusted manufacturer that's been, you know, doing cams and stuff for like over 80 years. I don't know if the name has always been the same. I've heard that Kent Cams, that name goes back to the mid-70s or something like that. So, but anyway, it's the same manufacturing company. Things change names over time, but anyway, Tech Cam says that it's made from a local, you know, somewhere in the UK, I think it's in England, that makes the cam that's been in business for over 80 years. Well, that sounds like Kent Cams, but Hitchcock's doesn't say it. You know, they say it in different places because they're big on using the Kent Cams. That's what my classic 350 has in it. So anyway, I looked there. It's about $50 more for the cam through Hitchcock's than the Tech Cam. The air filters, I don't know, $20 or something more from Hitchcock's. But anyway, I plunged. I bought the Kent Cam for the Himalayan and the DNA Stage 2 filter kit. I don't know if that girl's gonna run out the street or what. Ain't nobody. Well, I guess those two were walking around, but there's nobody out here. The rattle, if you're wondering, is his radar gun holster, which is all metal and it's got a lock in it, and it's the lock that rattles. I think that's the same one they were using on the KZ1000s and the STs and stuff. That thing's been passed around like a bad penny. They must work good. They haven't replaced them. I've seen some different ones on the other bikes, but anyway, this thing's purring like a kitten. So I'll get back. He said he had to cycle the key a few times to get it to finally start and run okay, but then that would only last for a short period. Everything about that and the fact of the way it ran when I put it up on the bench. You know how these things have that anti-stall, you just kind of slowly let go of the clutch, and they'll climb a wall if they can get traction. The bike, the ECM just compensates, and it'll pick up the engine speed, and just like you're giving it gas and letting go of the clutch. Well, I couldn't get it to do that going on my bench. I had to, you know, hand throttle it to go up. These things are great loading them up on, you know, the motorcycle lifts and stuff. You just use the clutch as the clutch and your throttle. Fantastic. All the water boxers do that. I don't know if any of the other BMWs do that. I think the K1600, well, the newer ones do. If you get back into the, you know, some of the original ones, them things they're like riding the early GS 310Rs and GSs. Man, you feel like a rookie taking off on those things. They'll die for absolutely no reason at all. You got to Joey, you got to there's boom. And 21 or 22, somewhere in there, they changed that, and yeah, they don't stall at all anymore. And it's that same kind of a thing. It reacts. Like if you don't have enough throttle when you're taking off with the clutch, it just reacts and kicks it up for you. It's very pleasing to ride. And you get used to riding those 310s, the newer ones, and you jump on the old one, you'll stall it a couple of times just taking off. Like, yep, I've only been riding motorcycles about a week or so now. But the early K1600s were that way. And man, you stall that motor and you better be on that clutch, because that back wheel, when that motor stops turning, so does your back wheel instantly. I'm not going to do that. That'd be a little weird, taking the alley run on this thing. I need to pick that shield up a little bit, because it's rain's coming just over it, because I have it where you're supposed to, so you can see over it. And it's dinging me in the eyeballs. And this helmet, the shield, absolutely well, it's not good. So we'll go down this alley instead. Ooh, watch the moss. Ooh, baby. I don't know if you guys have moss where you live, but I'm here to tell you that is something you don't want to mess with. Wow. You know, what's weird is that at times it feels fine. See how much that is on the road there? It feels fine. And all of a sudden it don't. So I don't know if there's different degrees of moss on the road or what. Just treat it like that spilt antifreeze on the ground. It's going to be slippery like ice. All the piles of snow everywhere. We put a plow on the front of a Polaris something or another. Tim put it on there Thursday, and well, they plowed our parking lot and stuff out there, and there's just these big old mounds of old snow. Those things will last till the summer, especially if they're really big. Lord, that blower or weed eater, whatever it was there, about startled me, make me jump. I like the gray tone they put on this thing. That's a lot better than the old red. Oh man, somebody's dumped a bunch of garbage in here. So Kelly and I, you know, we run into so many things where we need a truck that we are so right side up in that horrendously expensive Acura MDX. Actually pondering selling that thing and picking up well, we found a couple of them. Kelly and her manuals. She wants a manual, but found a 2015 Toyota Tacoma that she's really interested in. It's right there at that dealer I drive through all the time. So I'm into that Toyota. The payments are huge. I made it a 5-year loan, but the interest is like 1.3% or something like that. And the craziest thing, and the guy was explaining it to me, it was some kind of special thing Acura had. You know, you pay all the interest up front, and the interest almost goes all the way down to nothing at the end. Every payment, $47 goes to interest. $47. The rest of it goes to principal. Every month when I make the payment on that Acura, Credit Karma and Experian, all those guys blow my phone up. You paying off your auto load a substantial amount, do a great job, and blah blah blah. It's really good for your credit score. But anyway, the insurance is high on that thing. The payment's pretty steep, you know, paying that much off in a 5-year period. It's going to be steep, but you know, we wanted it, you know, clearly paid off before we retire, type of thing. So I don't know, just tossing some things around. That Acura, that thing's wicked cool, but that thing's a little bit over our pay grade, you know. But anyway, thanks for coming along for a rip. I don't see anything wrong with this thing. I shut it off once and started it over there, and it just lit off just perfect. So I'll hook it up to the computer here right quick and see if she's hiding any sins. And periodically I'll let it cool down outside here. I'll stick it on the overhang here and fire it back up and make sure she... Oh, good Lord, his tank bag was open. But anyway, I'm gonna roll. Thanks for watching. Well, hello there, YouTube. Holy moly. I tell you what, your body tells you when you need something, even when you don't need it. Came home, fiddled around, moving files around. About 2.5 hours later, here I am talking to you.
He was tired.
Wow. There's no evening after work. Came home, had my little snack bar, shared it with the mutts. I went out cold. Man, speaking of cold, it's already 38 or
yeah, it is.
37,
it's a
38.
lot colder than last night.
Yeah. Yeah, it never got in the 30s last night. That was wild. It was nice. Oh, the big old helicopter is what it is. I was telling Kelly when we first sat down, we're getting ready to say hello. I go, here's something running out there.
There's something running.
Well, they're doing all kinds of military exercises. So don't freak out if here's some, what'd they say?
F-15s? Yeah.
F-15s? That's some old ones. But
they're doing training, night training.
yeah, if you hear some rushing around, don't panic. They're doing military stuff. That's definitely some military helicopters anyway.
Yeah.
Those things are cool, man.
Yeah.
Big old thing.
I like military anything. It's cool.
I got eyes itching to the point I can't ignore it. Sorry about that. But anyway, there's my night. Went out cold. Got a doggy hair in my mouth.
Or one of mine.
Or one of yours.
Constantly losing them.
Yeah, it happens.
I know.
Anyway, got a nice ride in today. Got sprinkled on a little bit, but that's no big deal. Oh, and the BMW cold, it started right up. That's fine. They're going to pick it up in the morning. They're going to pick up the ST in the morning as well. So
nice.
The Honda. But anyway, I think that'll conclude the day. Still waking up.
Yeah. Alrighty, well, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and you guys have a wonderful Wednesday or Thursday.
Heck yeah. All right.
And we'll see you in the morning.
We'll see you then. All right. Bye-bye.